Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, how long has it been? It's so good to see you all. Today is just a really chill, laid back video. We're not doing anything too, special. Just a little like catch up, chat, um, where have I been kind of video. So I kind of just disappeared during the pandemic. um, we were staying at home. I wasn't going anywhere. I'm like, why make a makeup video if I'm just wearing makeup and then taking it off and not doing anything? I'm like, what is the point in that? But I probably, in hindsight, I probably should have kept on making videos. I should have stopped, but I'm just like, no one's wearing makeup. Why make a tutorial so we can just, get ready with me going to the kitchen, get ready with me going out to my back deck or my front porch. It just did make sense to me. But in hindsight, it probably would have been cool. Get ready with me while I cover all my face up with a mask, But since my hiatus, I have fallen in love with cooking and, believe it or not, cleaning. Oh my goodness, the pandemic let me live out my whole Stepford wife fantasy. So there's been a lot of cooking and cleaning and taking care of the puppies and my husband. Um, but now that we're starting to venture out, back out into the world, there's a lot of places that aren't mandating masks anymore, although I still wear mine. I just can't. Plus, health-wise, it's not a good idea. I'm immunocompromised, so I will probably always be wearing a mask. And that's just that. As long as there's a threat of COVID still around, still lingering, I'm going to be prepared for myself and for my family. So, um, and it's so funny. Like one time, I was going to the grocery store. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to wear my mask. It's fine. And then I saw so many people. I immediately exited the food line, went and got my mask, and came back in. I was just that, anxious and nervous, and I don't know, maybe I'm, like getting agoraphobia. Is that how you pronounce it? Agoraphobia, like a fear of large groups, a lot of people in large spaces, large open wide spaces, maybe. So, and also another reason why I wanted to make this video is just to tell you about the things that I want to do to like revamp my channel. It's not going to be just makeup anymore. It's pretty much just going to be, a day in the life of Angela. I'm going to be showing cooking videos, cleaning videos. Of course, there will be makeup. And I love doing monthly favorites videos, so stay tuned for those videos where I show you like the favorites items that I've used during the month. And they're not just going to be beauty and, like makeup and skincare products. There's going to be maybe some cleaning products. I don't know, just I'm like writing, I have a list of like the things that I want to make videos for. So, that's on the list, and I'm still, as I think about it, writing it down, adding to my list. So yeah, we're not going to be in this room that all the time. Sometimes we'll be downstairs in the kitchen or over into the bathroom. I'm going to do like a skincare tutorial video, like how I get unready and things like that. My husband's home, and it feels so weird talking. I feel so awkward. That's why I have the door closed. But well, I'm sure I'll get back into the swing of things. What else has been going on? Okay. Another thing, this is some advice for everyone. Anyone who has a dream, aspirations, they find some inspiration to do something. Do it. Go with your gut. Just do it. Um, I have learned, especially during the pandemic, and I'm sure you've heard this before, but who you surround yourself with um, is what you become. So if you hang out with people who aren't really about anything, no goals, aspirations, then you are less likely to be inspired, or you are the company that you keep. But if you surround yourself with people who are like-minded, have their own businesses and things like that, you become more inspired and you feel less held back. You just want to just go. So that's exactly how I'm feeling. My husband, he started his own business. I have a really good friend who's like really into the whole social media, and she's also a baker. And we connected through a group on Facebook, and we found that we live like really close to each other. So I've been hanging out with her, and I just last week I just had kind of like a breakdown. Stuff wasn't going that well at work. I was really stressed out. I was not enjoying myself, and I was fired. But honestly, I feel like that was like the best thing that could have ever happened. And please excuse my nails. Yeah, I need to get some nail polish remover and remove those. And I was not really paying any attention until I was looking at this video. So please excuse the nails. Um, but yeah, so I'm kind of like unemployed at the moment. So while I'm finding another job, I definitely have a lot more time to focus and get my YouTube channel back in order and really come up with some really fun videos. I was limiting myself, come to find out. I was limiting myself with this channel. It doesn't just have to be Angela Jones Beauty. I mean, Angela Jones Beauty is like everything about Angela Jones that makes her feel beautiful. And food makes me feel beautiful. Cleaning makes my house beautiful. And it makes me feel good too, because it's just me. Just me cleaning. Sometimes I get a little bit of help, but mainly it's just me. But hey, that's okay. That's fine. If I needed help, I'm sure I could ask for it and, get some help. But, one day a week, usually Thursdays or Fridays, sometimes Sundays, I just get this burst of energy and I'm like, let's clean. But, I can't do that all the time because I'll start 9 o'clock in the morning and I usually end up being done around 3 or 4. And, it's fun. But I found if I just do like one thing a day, every day during the week, I'm not wearing myself out. I'm not spreading myself too thin. But sometimes I have been battling with depression. I know I've probably mentioned that in earlier videos, but during the pandemic, I really got to get to know my depression and my anxiety. And there's some times where, I just don't have the energy, the drive, the desire to do anything. And I usually have one good day a week, and the rest of the week I'm just struggling. But I always have that one good day during the week, and I try to cram everything into that one day. Like, I'm going to clean, I'm going to cook, I'm going to hang out with friends, I'm going to go to this place and go shopping, and then I'm going to go to this place and do that. I just try to cram everything into one day. And then the next day, I'm even lower than the days before. And that it's scary and it sucks. It really, really sucks. And whew, I mean, there's times where, you know, just going down the stairs, it's just 15 steps, but going down the stairs to feed the dogs and to let them out. I mean, it might as well be me trying to climb Mount Everest. That's how, and I'm not exaggerating, that's exactly how it feels. I just, that's all I can say. I mean, that's just how it feels some days. Just the smallest things, and you know how I am about my dogs. Like my dogs are my life. Lexi and Jax are my life. They're my best friends, and you know, struggling just to do that for them. Oh man, it's heartbreaking. It breaks my heart, and I'm like, I have to do something about this depression. So finding ways to make it easier. Just doing one thing a day is a lot better than doing everything in one day. You know, it's pretty much a given every day that I'm going to have to vacuum, especially the hardwood floors. You know, the dogs coming in and out, tracking dirt and grass and leaves and all kinds of mess, and especially with the pollen and everything, you definitely have to vacuum. You gotta vacuum. Um, and uh, dusting is really important, especially with my allergies. Oh my goodness. Yesterday, I was supposed to film this video and I thought I was going to die. I was sneezing my head off. And my husband's like, oh, might be time for me to change the filters. You think? So I guess he waits for me to almost die to change the filters. That's when he knows that it's time to change them, bless his heart. So vacuuming and dusting, those are things I must do every day. And then, of course, if I cook, of course I'm going to clean afterwards or just cram everything into the dishwasher and turn it on and worry about emptying it out the next day. And just general picking up after myself. I watch way too much Hoarders to even want to collect clutter. So I'm always decluttering every day. Mail comes in, I'm sorting it. We're either shredding it or it's going into the trash can. And my husband, he likes to bring everything in, but me, we have like our mailbox isn't at the end of our driveway. We have to go to like a mailbox where like everyone's mail is. And there's a trash can there. So I go through like, you know, like the penny savers, the bulk mail, stuff that doesn't have your address on it. I like to just toss it in there, and then bills, sensitive information, things like that, I'll take home and I'll just go ahead and shred it. But Jerry, bless his heart, he just likes to bring everything into the house. So yeah, like I said, every day I try to do at least one extra thing on top of vacuuming and dusting and general housekeeping to make it easier on myself, be it baseboards. I didn't know baseboards was a thing. I heard people talking about baseboards, but I never realized, like, yeah, I have baseboards and I should probably be cleaning them. So one day I was kind of bored and I was looking at our stairs going up and I was looking at the baseboards and I'm like, you know what, that looks a little dirty. Guess I need to clean it. So I grabbed a Swiffer and I kind of went over it and the dirt was not moving and I'm like, So I had to get all-purpose cleaner and a paper towel. And I started from the top and just went all the way down to the bottom, but I would spray just a couple of spritzes. And oh my goodness, like when I sprayed, the dirt just like dissolved. And I'm like, oh my God. And we've been here like 4 years and ill. So now I know, yeah, clean the baseboards. So in an effort to not have to go through that first time again, whenever I vacuum the stairs, I just take the handheld and kind of just, uh, start from the top and just vacuum the baseboards all the way down. And then I also have a brush that cleans the ceiling, and you can also use it for the baseboards that I run up and down the stairs to collect the dog hair and things like that. And I'll pick a room every once in a while to go ahead and clean the baseboards. And this room is next on my list, so I'll probably either do that later on today because it's raining. And there's nothing better to do than to clean while it's raining. I love cleaning when it's raining. Because when it's beautiful outside, you're like, oh, I wasted a beautiful day cleaning the house. But if you're stuck inside and it's raining, you might as well do something productive. And it sounds like an episode of The Golden Girls that I was watching. Like, oh, we could reorganize the kitchen shelves. No, let's not do that. Let's save that for another rainy day. Let's just eat some cheesecake. That sounds great. What else has been going on? Oh, another thing that I am going to be talking about are some of my favorite TV shows. I love TV. My mom, she was, to me, like my favorite film buff. Like, she was a movie buff. She would watch. My nose is itchy so bad. I'm sorry. I don't have a coke problem or anything. It's just allergies. Please forgive me. And it's like my nose never wants to itch until I'm trying to do something. But excuse me. But my mom, she used to love watching TCM. And if you have never watched Turner Classic Movies, give it a try. It's awesome. And if you have HBO Max, which I do, because I don't have cable anymore, but if you have HBO Max, you can watch most of the movies that they show on TCM. So anyway, my mom was just a really big classic movies lover. And I would, come home from school, or I would just, come out of my room into the living room, and I'm like, hey, Mom, what are you watching? And she's like, oh, From Here to Eternity. And, I would just sit down and watch the movies with her, and she knew all of the actors' names. And so I'm like a little kid at this time, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to make a game out of this. I'm going to learn all of these actors and actresses' names, and then I'm going to beat her. So I kind of made like a competition out of it. I don't know why. But hey, it got me into watching the movies. So I have a deep love for movies and TV shows. And so definitely be prepared to hear me talk about those things. Whether it's stuff on Netflix, HBO Max, Peacock, I also have, and then of course Amazon Prime. Like, gotta have your Amazon Prime. Mrs. Maisel, okay? The Ozarks, the last season, or the last half of the last season, is coming out soon, so I cannot wait to watch that and talk about it, do a little review. Oh my goodness, such a good show. I really enjoyed watching it. I'm watching The Last Kingdom right now. I'm all into the whole Viking thing. And then also I've been rewatching Sons of Anarchy. It's my favorite TV show. I mean, that's like one of the only TV shows that my husband was interested in watching, and so we would watch that. I remember it used to come on, I think at 9 o'clock, like every Wednesday night on FX. So we never missed an episode. I think maybe one time we missed an episode, but yeah. It would come on at 9, and then it would re-air again at 10 o'clock. So we were out, and so we missed the 9 o'clock, or we were late. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to miss anything, and I don't want to come in late. So I'll just wait until 10 o'clock, and then we'd watch it again. So that was our show. We were ride to die Sons of Anarchy fans. We still are, but, such a good show. So that's basically it. I just wanted to get up here, let you know that I'm not dead. I'm still here. And just, I'm so excited to revamp this channel and have fun. And this is really going to be an awesome Angela Jones beauty channel. I should just remove the beauty, just the Angela Jones channel or something. I don't know. But I will see you all in the next video. Mwah! See you later.